Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clan Generator, where last time MountainClan was brutally attacked by a group of hungry foxes and lost half its members. Sleekstar has begun the process of trying to rebuild his clan, realizing one of the main reasons so many were lost to the foxes is because his cats just didn't have enough experience to fight them off. Thus, he now drives the cats of MountainClan even harder. They have to. They have to get stronger, or else they will never survive the mountain that is now their home. But MountainClan's troubles don't end there. Last episode of StarClan, it was found that Cypresspaw, the grand niece and apprentice of Featherstar, had gone missing. The last traces of her found at the MountainClan border. Now, an angry group of StarClan cats comes to their camp, seeking revenge. MountainClan's camp is attacked in the middle of the day by Featherstar and a group of carefully selected StarClan cats. Nobody thought the leader would be so brazen as to attack right in the day, but of course, that's the only time the StarClan cats could possibly navigate MountainClan's hazardous terrain. They also came from a direction the MountainClan cats did not expect, using the goodwill they'd built up with SwampClan to cross over into MountainClan's territory from that point. The StarClan cats are surprised to see very few MountainClan cats in the clearing. Where had all the others gone? Featherstar dismisses this, figuring they're out on patrol. And the battle ensues. Pantherfur yells a battle cry and jumps right into it, tearing at the flesh of those who had taken so many good StarClan cats, ending lives that StarClan considered valuable. Today, these rogues and murderers would pay. Fighting by his side is his apprentice Brindle Tiger, who he has trained up from a young cat. He has a similar sense of right and wrong as his mentor, and he won't let him down. As he fights by his new mate's side, Marshstream feels like his purpose has finally come into focus. Though he's been at odds with certain members of the clan, especially Pantherfur over the moons, he has grown very attached to his new clan, and he'll do whatever it takes to protect them and his mate. Shinestripe offered to go just in case his services were needed, in case perhaps the clans could be dissuaded from this bloody fate. But at the same time, Shinestripe is also a decent fighter and has knowledge of herbs from his time training as both a warrior and a medicine cat. And his mother had to go to make sure that he was all right. Now, she fights in order to protect him. She will attack any cat that goes for him. Lucille and Cola both come due to their curiosity about the MountainClan cats and their territory. Plus, Featherstar needed a couple more warriors to come along. But now, in the thick of battle, well, they'll fight to prove themselves. Nobody notices Droplet Shadow climb the craggly peaks that make up their camp. Yeah, he's injured, but everyone else is just fighting for survival. He had to get to Sleekstar, who was out on patrol. And MountainClan had something else up their sleeve as well. Unbeknownst to him, Sleekstar would arrive anyway, just after he left. Featherstar was just about to spring at him when she noticed a cat standing behind him. Cypresspaw? The very cat that they were fighting over? The cat that was dead? How could that be? Dumbfounded, she says her thoughts aloud. Cypresspaw? But you're alive? Over the noise of the battle, only Marshstream notices and stops fighting. Cypresspaw, then, runs and hops up onto the same rock that Sleek Star uses at the clan meetings. She had to end this. She had to end this right now. Stop it! Stop it, everyone! What are you even doing here? One by one, the Savannah Clan cats stop fighting and turn to look at the apprentice standing atop the leader's rock. Pantherfur is the first to speak, himself scrambling up the rock with, minimal success, scraping himself up as he does so. But he has to touch her. He has to make sure that she's real. He thanks StarClan that she's safe aloud and is so joyful to see her again. But then, Featherstar is dumbfounded. How could this be? Shrewstorm had... They turn to look at the she-cat. You lied. You told me Cypress Paw was dead. You told me MountainClan had killed her. But what is she doing here? Go ahead, tell her, says Sleek Star to the apprentice that was up on top of his rock. But he didn't really mind. This was what needed to be done for the moment, to delay things a bit. I came here of my own free will, trying to become a part of MountainClan. Because... Go on, Sleek Star told the apprentice. Looking at the ground, she said that Shrewstorm had told her her father was a MountainClan cat. Featherstar says that she must have been lying, just like she had been lying about Cypress Paw being dead. It was the only conclusion. It was the only answer. Shrewstorm would no longer have her confidence after today. And Cypress Paw should become home. Pantherfur and Featherstar do their best to try and convince the apprentice that all this was just Shrewstorm, that there isn't any answers for her here. But Cypress Paw will hear none of it. She must know. She must know for certain. Featherstar threatens to continue this battle, to kill all of his clanmates, unless they get Cypress Paw back. But just then, MountainClan's reinforcements arrive. It was something Featherstar never expected when she set off for this battle. It was the reinforcements from another clan, Jungle Clan. It seems MountainClan had found an ally, or at least a clan willing to protect them from annihilation. With the Jungle Clan cats, the MountainClan group now outnumbered Savannah Clan's warriors. This was a drastic turn. Now leave our camp, says Sleek Star, his claws glinting against the snow, his eyes burning through Featherstar. Not until we have Cypress Paw back. You're really going to let an apprentice be misled just for your own benefit? Just to spite us? What do you need her for, anyway? Said Brindle Tiger. She can go with you if she wants. I have no need for disloyal cats, but she can make the choice herself. You, however, must leave. Marshstream, however, came up with an idea. What if there was a way to see if Cypress Paw did have a father at MountainClan? It would take some trickery, to be sure, but both clans would benefit in the end. And Cypress Paw would know the truth, finally able to really make the decision herself. Since they trust their mate, Featherstar eventually agrees, but on the condition that if it is revealed Cypress Paw had no father in MountainClan. She would return to SavannahClan. Not being able to lie to her niece, Featherstar lets Marshstream do the talking. He tells Brookheart that Cypress Paw was actually kidnapped by MountainClan, and that they only agreed to let her go and not hurt her if Brookheart will meet them alone. Brookheart agrees almost immediately. She knows that she must do whatever it takes to keep her kids safe. So she goes to where Marshstream says the MountainClan cats want to meet with her. And there are MountainClan cats there, with Cypress Paw, who's doing a pretty decent job of acting like she's in distress. Sleekstar explains to her that they know one of their cats was cheating, and Cypress Paw's father is in the clan, and the cat that fathered Cypress Paw was having an affair with Brookheart. Sleekstar wishes to know who that cat is. It doesn't take long at all for Brookheart to tell who the father is. It is the late Scratch Eagle. The look on Sleekstar's face is at first one of shock, maybe pain, the feeling of being betrayed, but then softening. He begins to look at Cypress Paw with love. So, I always knew you had some good MountainClan blood in you. Featherstar and a whole group of SavannahClan cats emerges from under the bushes and the shrubs. They had taken a trip through JungleClan, rolling in mud, spreading smelly fruits all over them. An odd scent collection, to be sure, but at least it helped mask their own. Truestorm had been there as well, watching, heavily guarded. Despite having been proved right on this one point, Featherstar knows she can never let the cat have her confidence again. And so she decides to kick her out of SavannahClan, a drastic measure. Sleekstar decides to take her in, with the stipulation that she will only be using herbs and not trusted in matters of prophecy. Should she ever betray MountainClan, however, her fate will be one worse than death, he assures it. Though she has done him a favor by trying to trick the SavannahClan cats, all it ended up doing was almost causing the destruction of his clan. Now, knowing the truth, Cypress Paw says her goodbyes to the SavannahClan cats, especially her bewildered and hurt mother. She hopes in time her mother will forgive her, as well as the other cats of her clan, but she has to go on this path. She has to see her father, and she has to continue his legacy. Well, that was quite a bit of story right there. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me storytelling. This is where the gameplay begins. Cypress Paw is obviously now in MountainClan, and upon learning about who her parent is, well, let's just say Quailthorn was quite intrigued. Because way back in Moon 10, MountainClan received a prophecy about the feather of the hawk. Now, Quailthorn has been thinking quite a while now about what all this means, and she finally thinks she has her answer. An eagle could have been mistaken for a hawk, or perhaps StarClan was a little off. And a feather could certainly mean the offspring of that bird of prey. In any case, Sleekstar decides to make his mentorship of Cypress Paw official. He had just been trying to see what she's made of in order to fit her with the right cat. But now, he's going to keep Cypress Paw as his apprentice, knowing that she is Scratch Eagle's child, and also she might be important to a prophecy. He is definitely going to keep an eye on this one. Also, as you can see, we are playing on the newest update! So yay! I should have probably announced that within the first, few minutes of this video, but I had story. So, there, story done. Now the announcement done. Let's get on with it. Hornet Talon's tail is feeling much better. Azalea Scratch no longer suffers from shock, and Droplet Shadow's head finally feels better. So we've got good on our vents, and the Bentley went bad, which isn't good, but not the worst thing in the world. It looks like Cypress Paw is so far getting along with her new clanmates, and Quailthorn is getting along with Droplet Shadow, who she's just healed. Quailthorn is asking the deputy how they're doing. Sleekstar is swapping the favorite prey with Droplet Shadow. Oh, well, Sleekstar is scolding Cypress Paw. That is to be expected of a strict cat who is mentoring you. And Azalea Scratch and Sleekstar are continuing to heckle another clan. Probably Savannah Clan still. Ha 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 ha, we stole your apprentice. They wanted to be with us. Ha. Okay. And, Eve admires how brave Hornet Talon is. Droplet Shadow nods politely as Azalea Scratch passes by, and Cypress Paw realized they were too harsh in their judgment of Eve. This scrolly thing is so awkward. Anyway, her randomly generated relationships are Azalea Scratch has lots of platonic like, and so does Droplet Shadow. She apparently has has met Bunga somehow already. Maybe she met her in Savannah Clan. And somehow she has relationships with the dead cats she's never met. That's cool. And only a little bit of comfort, which is adorable, and some platonic like for her father. Not that much, but it's probably because the game doesn't know Scratch Eagle as her father. I gotta fix that. And it looks like she has a good amount of platonic like and comfort for starting relations. For Sleekstar, I don't know how come. Is Sleekstar the one that's getting disliked from the scolding instead of Cypress Paw? Yes, Sleekstar extremely dislikes his apprentice, which makes no sense given the story aspects that we've been discussing. I mean, the half-clan cat in MountainClan isn't going to be considered the best thing in the world, especially by Sleekstar, but he did have a soft spot for Scratch Eagle, and Cypress Paw has chosen MountainClan over her birth clan, even though they're enemies. So I think that's gonna boost his like of Cypress Paw. We should probably fix that as well. Sleekstar stares off into space. With all the revelations happening right now, how can he not just think and think and think? Hornet Talon is assigning cats on a hunting patrol. Quailthorn helps a warrior regain their strength. Well, you did it for 3 this month. Droplet Shadow wants to get to know Eve better. Aww. He's trying to make his arranged marriage work there. Eve, meanwhile, stares into space, maybe not so enthused. Azalea Scratch is hoping Sleekstar notices their improvement, and Cypress Paw feels excited about her new journey in MountainClan, and discovering things about her father that she never knew. Wow, Bunga is witnessing our battle here. Brushsprout watches over Sleekstar. Elderline is thinking of advice to give. Scratch Eagle wants to warn Droplet Shadow of what? That's ominous. As you can see, I've now added True Storm into this save file. She's wondering how Cypress Paw is doing, but Sleekstar has made it very clear that the two are not to interact much at all. He doesn't want his new apprentice to be influenced by the not-so-honorable Medicine Cat, even though it's the only link Cypress Paw has in this clan to her old clan, and perhaps that's also why he doesn't want them to hang out.
as you can see in the new update, the StarClan and regular cat pages are both under cat list. And now we can take a look at our StarClan cats. Rushsprout is feeling down. This is really the only notable thing happening, this and this moon, so we'll see what happens as we go on patrols. Sleekstar is taking his apprentice out on patrol. It's probably pretty odd for Cypress Paw, who's always lived in a clan where you have to send 3 or more cats out, for Sleekstar to go out with just the 2 of them. Of course, they did it the other day when the camp was attacked, so she's maybe starting to get used to it. Maybe. Let's try and catch that, and Cypress Paw fails at catching a mouse. I guess her nerves got the better of her. Which means that already Cypress Paw has a point against her. Oh gosh, this could go horribly wrong. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Alright. This is one bad thing after another. I'm serious. MountainClan could die. We're going to send out our 2 remaining warriors together. Well, these guys got some fish. Good job, but your clanmate just died, so it's nobody really wins this. We must proceed. Oh, well, I guess maybe the clan won't die yet, thanks to Quailthorn, who has apparently inherited her apprentice's gift. Somehow. We've got Minnow Dart, Mallow Kit, and Fire Kit. Yes, Fire Kit was probably named very wishfully thinking. So with death comes new life, but unfortunately, I'd much rather have Droplet Shadow. He had already proven himself a good fighter, and he was more experienced. But Minnow Dart is just undercompetent, so we'll try and push her up there if she survives after recovering from birth. And we have 2 little kits now. I swear, MountainClan is just gonna be made up of the people that we find along the way, and nobody else is gonna survive long enough to have children. Okay. Well, yeah. Eve's mate just died, so that's just perfect. Just perfect. Okay. Let's go. Droplet Shadow has taken their place in StarClan. MountainClan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Oh dear. I feel like Sleekstar would probably, again, blame himself internally, because he is the one who told everybody they had to go out. They had to go out on their own to get more experience, and he should have realized that Droplet Shadow really already had enough experience. And Droplet Shadow was being a good warrior going out like Sleekstar ordered. So really, it's nobody's fault but his own. Well, at least Hornet Talon and Sleekstar are getting along. Have some kits! Hornet Talon appreciates Malakit telling them they had a feather stuck to their face. See, you can have helpful kits like that yourself. I think she's still, injured and in grieving, so yeah, that's why they're not. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna... Quailthorn, don't trust her. Cypress Paw said something that rubbed Sleekstar the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Sleekstar literally is, so not liking his apprentice right now in the relationships, which doesn't make any sense story-wise. I mean, it does make some sense, because they're half clan from Savannah Clan, and maybe they're a reminder of Scratch Eagle not being faithful to his clan, but at the same time, he does really, I think he really appreciates and or loves Cypress Paw because she's the daughter of Scratch Eagle, who was lost too soon, so we'll have to see. Oh my gosh, True Star, you're not supposed to be interacting with Cypress Paw. Maybe that's why Sleek Star's not liking her right now. Told you not to interact with True Star. Alright. Minnow Dart is surprising Hornet Talon with something nice. Aww. Minnow Dart is just coming in here and just being nice to everybody, that's nice. Okay. Also, what's with all the feathers all of a sudden? I think Cypress Paw would, like, speak up and say that, like, feathers are a sign of nobility and agility in Savannah Clan, and they'd just be like, get all the feathers off of us! Sleek Star picks the burrs out of their pelt. Hornet Talon feels content somehow. Okay, everyone's dying. It's fine, apparently. Quailthorn is napping. True Storm wonders how Fire Kit is doing. Stay away from the kids. He tries to set a good example for the younger cats. Minnow Dart also tries that. Azalea Scratch is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs, and Cypress Paw feels quite lazy. Malakit is extra fluffy, and even more adorable. Look at little Malakit. She's an impulsive kit who's interested in clan history. And Fire Kit hides in the medicine cat's herb stores. Also adorable, and these two all do happen to be, well, I'm not sure about little Malakit. We'll have to see what their pelt looks like when they grow up. But they're part gray, and they have a little bit of white patterns. And then Fire Kit is brown, which is also good for the predator event, as long as it's not the predator attacks everybody in camp. Plus, they are both long-furred, which will definitely help. Fire Kit is a lonesome kit who never sits still. Wow, we came across a shrew. And we missed it. Okay, well, Eve gets a point because we missed a shrew. How? How will we miss a shrew? I mean, I guess maybe it burrowed under the snow? I don't know. There isn't even any snow right now. It's New Leaf. What is even going on? Aww. Sleek Star is really trying to train Cypress Paw. He's instructing her to scent the air, and nods in approval when she smells a squirrel. Sleek Star softly murmurs tips to Cypress Paw and asks what they want to do. Cypress Paw slides into a hunting pose, trying not to focus too hard on making it perfect. They are right not to. Their catch is flawless, and they puff their chest out in pride as Sleek Star praises them. Wow, so it is Cypress Paw's first successful patrol as a MountainClan cat, and her and her mentor have bonded through this experience, I'm sure. Honestly, maybe I should, like, put True Storm and Quailthorn on separate herb gathering patrols, but then Quailthorn would probably die, and we'd be left with just True Storms. Maybe not. Maybe not for now. So they gathered Bettany. Oh my gosh, True Storm! No. No, you're not allowed to train any apprentices. That's literally a part of your deal of staying in MountainClan. It's okay. The game doesn't know this, but I do. Anyway, so I guess maybe Quailthorn was thinking of taking on another apprentice, maybe? Or True Storm suggested her taking on another apprentice, which is suspicious, but, you know. Malakit has decided to wear some crow feathers. And the mallow went bad, as Malakit decides to wear crow feathers. Okay then. Well, I guess the feathers have made their way into MountainClan. Guess everyone wants to be considered a weird noble, and I don't know why they destroyed it. I really don't know. It's fine. Hornet Talon is jealous of Azalea Scratch. Ooh, I wonder maybe if that's why her and Sleek Star were fighting. Is Sleek Star thinking about taking on a different mate? Or another mate? Quailthorn gives Minnow Dart herbs on purpose. That would be a way for them to try and have more kids so that the clan doesn't die, to be fair. What did Minnow Dart ever do to you, Quelza? Like, what is even going on? what, I don't even, okay. Cypress Paw is being helpful around camp, and now Sleekstar hopefully no longer hates his apprentice. Okay. Sleekstar is having a wonderful time discussing clan news with Cypress Paw as well. I think their relationship's probably in the positive now. Azalea Scratch thinks Truestorm isn't very considerate. You think? She sent an apprentice, to here, hoping they would die, and hoping that she could cause a war over it. That's not very considerate, Azalea Scratch. Eve and Minnow Dart are getting along at least, and apparently Eve doesn't like Minnow Dart's kits, though. Is that why? Does nobody like Minnow Dart's kits? Like, oh, Cypress Paw doesn't think Malakit has been completely honest lately. Truestorm wishes they could get the pelt to shine like Minnow Dart. Or is Minnow Dart just too pretty for you guys? I don't even know. Oh no. Malakit, what did you do? Minnow Dart promises to always look out for Sleekstar. And is bickering about something with her kit. Okay. Firekit had a disagreement with Truestorm. Good, Firekit. No. What did Truestorm ever do other than try and destroy your clan with a war? Okay. Hornet Talon wants to get to know Minnow Dart better. Weren't you just like hating Minnow Dart? Oh, Quailthorn is teaching kids about what plants to stay away from. Eve feels down. Minnow Dart theatrically dies after Malakit slays them. Azalea Scratch wonders if any cat would miss them if they traveled far away. Azalea Scratch. Oh dear. I mean, Azalea Scratch was literally out of camp in the battle. And, Azalea Scratch does not seem to care much for MountainClan. Cypress Paw is feeling disappointed after a missed catch. Oh, poor baby. Malakit is rocking their new crow feathers and asking older cats how kittens are made. Firekit wishes they had friends. Now, that's just sad. Bungo wanders their neighborhood. I still want Bungo in this clan. I might just roll the dice for whether Bungo joins the clan. Why is everyone in StarClan wondering about Two Legs? Rosefeather wishes they could speak to old friends, and Droplet Shadow is hoping to meet with a medicine cat soon. Well, at least the camp looks more full, although not as full as if Droplet Shadow hadn't died. Okay, I'm looking at the new mates screen. Literally, this is gonna be such an inbred clan if I make everyone mates with Sleekstar. I wouldn't do everyone, but still, maybe I should just wait and hope that we get another male cat. No. Okay, anyway, Minnow Dart isn't a bad choice. She's only a few moons away from Sleekstar, and, well, squiggly lines, I think jagged lines are bad, and squiggly lines are good. So, it looks like that might work out. She's also similar coloring, so hopefully we'd be getting some white kitties, which, I mean, they're not as good as gray kitties, actually, are surviving, but they're not bad. She's kind of an off-white grayish color, so maybe they could have some gray kits? I don't know. I think I'll wait and see what develops more story-wise, but I feel like the relationships have also kind of been pointing towards this. That's why some cats might really like Minnow Dart, and others, especially Hornet Talon, might not like the competition. It looks like there's not much for Minnow Dart here, obviously, because she just joined the clan, but there is trust already. Minnow Dart has already pledged her undying loyalty to Sleekstar, and that is an awful lot. I feel like Sleekstar should take on another mate, so that we can up our chances of getting kits, because seriously, you guys, MountainClan could just die. So far, this is Minnow Dart's relationships. Why does everyone like Truestorm? I gotta edit that. I mean, some of these cats, I think that Minnow Dart should have whatever she wants, but, others probably should have some dislike of her due to her being a Savannah Clan cat and, a disgraced medicine cat. Looking at relationships, Eve isn't really an option. Also, she just lost her mate, so she's probably going to need time to move on from that. And there's an age gap there, so that's not really... I mean, he doesn't have much with Minnow either, but he already has trust. Eve is just a tiny bit of platonic, like, oh, you're there. You know what I mean? Also, I forget to add Azalea Scratch as Eve's son. I could just use the new adoptive parent thing. I don't know. Like, I know there's still a spot in the code for your actual parents. I don't know if that's just useful for figuring out, like, the genetics of the cat, like the coat. And if you're not going to change that, then there's no point to setting it that way. But I feel like I should just make sure that that's the way it is in the code. So I will do that soon. We're going to go ahead and break up their relationship since Droplet Shadow is now dead. That'll give Eve more wiggle room to choosing another mate. Of course, she could, choose another mate anyway, but I don't know how much more likely that is to happen if you break it up with the StarClan cat. It's no hard feelings, it's just she does have to move on. Ooh, a kitty pet. Yes, please. The kitty pet seems happy to join the clan. Rigatoni has joined the clan. That name just makes me laugh. Here is Rigatoni. They are gorgeous. She has a rainbow bell collar. Awesome accessory there. And purple eyes to match the collar. But before she could officially join the clan, Rigatoni has to prove herself. We're going to make her warrior escort Eve for this mission. And she must proceed, and they must succeed. Eve hisses at the small dog, and the rest of their small team back them up. The dog skitters back, yapping loudly, apparently shocked by this display, and the patrol breaks out into yowls and caterwauls, screaming until the small beast's nerve breaks and it runs from the MountainClan border into the distance. It is a success, so Rigatoni can stay. What in the heck? Why does Quailthorn trust Truestorm? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to adjust their relationship. Should I keep this? Should we have Quailthorn be like, oh yeah, sure, you're a disgraced medicine cat of our enemy. Sure, I'll be friends with you. I'll trust you. I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, I guess Truestorm is really good at weaving her way in and just... I don't know. Yay! Azalea Scratch caught a squirrel. I mean, finally somebody caught something other than Cypress Ball. They also caught a squirrel. I guess squirrels are just really easy prey on this mountain. Hornet Talon's grief has finally begun to lessen. Quailthorn has a runny nose. Sleekstar thinks about retiring? Are you serious? Minnow Dart finally comes back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. Mallowkit play fought a bit too hard. Rigatoni slipped on some rocks and twisted their fat as soon as she joins the clan. Oh my goodness. Okay. Eve, where are you going, Eve? Eve. Hornet Talon waves to Cypress Claw with their tail as their patrols cross paths. Quailthorn wants to spend time with Mallowkit. Sleekstar and Minnow Dart had to fix something around camp and argued about how to fix it. In the end, it fixed by some other cat. Okay, well, maybe Sleekstar x Minnow Dart isn't a thing. Not after that, anyway. Sleekstar, Rigatoni, and Quailthorn took a sunbath and had a little talk. Sleekstar bristles after being scolded by Firekit. Azalea Scratch saw Mallowkit show off a skill they never knew they had. Azalea Scratch, Rigatoni, and Sleekstar had a nice talk while eating. Eve sees that Cypress Paw's piece of prey looks tastier and asks if they'd like to swap. Eve asks Truestorm how they're doing. Cypress Paw realized they were too harsh in their judgment of Azalea Scratch. Truestorm appreciates how Firekit always seems to ask how they're doing. No! Firekit! Why? Ooh, Truestorm was also scolded by Minnow Dart. Minnow Dart's trying to be Sleekstar's taskmaster here and make sure Truestorm doesn't get too close to any of the MountainClan cats. Malachite doesn't think Azalea Scratch has been completely honest lately. And Rigatoni checks in on Malachite. Sleekstar feels content. Hornet Talon wonders how Rigatoni is doing. Quailthorn listens to the apprentices complain about their training. Truestorm is wishing Firekit would play more quietly. Eve has to pretend to be a captured warrior for Firekit's games. It's adorable. Rigatoni is worried about Malachite. Minodar tries to set a good example for younger cats. Azalea Scratch is feeling excited. Cypress Paw is dreaming of someday making their clan proud, and look! Cypress Paw is all grown up. Oh my gosh. She is gorgeous, of course, and her long pelt has finally grown in. She is also now loyal and quick-witted. Malachite grows fond of Firekit, and Firekit refuses to eat the herbs the medicine cat has given them. Yes, yes. Any of us who have ever had a cat, you know what that means. Elderline is curious about Scratch Eagle. How did the cat ever fall in love with the Savannah Clan cat? It's not a judgmental thought, it's just an interesting one. Oh no, honor fade, don't fade. Oh gosh, this is concerning. This is very, very concerning. Chocolate Shadow is fighting with Brush Sprout. And Scratch Eagle is getting some well-deserved rest. Bleakstar takes Cypress Paw out alone again. We must proceed. Oh dear. Cypress Paw. How'd you get another? You killed another point against you. You're doing really well, most of the time. We've only got 4 more moves to go till the site is wiped clean. Don't fail. Now that she is healed, Minotaur must go on a patrol to prove her worth. Your patrol uses the eagle as a scout for their own hunt, and eventually manage several smaller catches from the same riverbank that cumulatively are just as impressive as the eagle's massive catch. Good job, Droplet Shadow. You didn't exactly go for a Hornet Talon there, but you were alone. You didn't have any help to do anything should the eagle prove to be too much to handle, so instead you played it smart, and you are successful. Oh dear, I should have went on 2 cats. Wow. Wow, Eve is very impressive at chasing off small dogs. Hornet Talon as the deputy probably wouldn't want to go on patrol alone. Ooh. Ooh. He must antagonize them. Oh, this could go really badly. Angry at the insult to their clan, your patrol throws themselves at the enemy patrol. They drive the Swamp Clan patrol away from the border. Just Hornet Talon and Azalea Scratch are enough to drive them away. But of course, this worsens our relations, which we are supposed to do. Really, we have chosen Swamp Clan to be the clan that we are gonna have bad relations with. Apparently, because every time we interact with them, it's bad. Every time. Savannah Clan, now we've had even a good, I mean, they tried to attack us, but then we called it off. Well, they tried to attack us, but then eventually we ended up cooperating with them to figure out the truth about our 2 cats, and now, well, Sleekstar doesn't want to risk a war with Savannah Clan right now. They're pretty strong, but their former clan, the one that's been cut in 2, well, maybe not 2, but, you know, that's lost members from them leaving, the one that's been struggling ever since Swamp Clan, perhaps they can get their revenge on them. Plus, he doesn't have to worry about split loyalties there. Cypress Paw has no loyalty to Swamp Clan. Alright, Quailthorn goes out alone to look for Juniper. And got scrapes. Perfect. Well, you better hope your buddy Truestorm doesn't have bad intentions, because now she's our only medicine cat, as long as you are hurt. Yay! Cypress Paw has become a warrior, now being named Cypress Tail, honoring their appreciation. Malachite is feeling much better, the bruises are gone, and Quailthorn has healed from their scrapes they got last month. Hornet Talon admires how brave, now Cypress Tail, is. and realize Azalea Scratch's life isn't as easy as they thought it was. Quailthorn lets us spend more time with Eve, and Quailthorn lets Rigatoni share their troubles with them. Sleekstar shares a joke about a neighboring clan with Quailthorn. It's gotta be SavannahClan, though they aren't as aggressive in attacking SavannahClan. They are aggressive with their jokes. Sleekstar thinks they'll tell Azalea Scratch something important. Azalea Scratch complains about something Rigatoni did. Eve had a fight with Rigatoni. Eve is shocking to Shrewstorm, and Cypress Tail realized Minnowdart's life isn't as easy as they thought it was. Shrewstorm had a difficult conversation with Eve, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Minnowdart wishes they could get their pelt to shine like hornet talons. Minnowdart had to nip Malokit on the rump because they were being naughty. Malokit sharpens their claws near Cypress Tail, Firekit turns to Sleekstar in time of need, and Rigatoni had a difficult conversation with Cypress Tail, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Man, all the cats are getting deeper understandings of each other this moon. This is great. Ooh, Sleekstar dreads the clan meeting they must call later today. Interesting. Hornet Talon is hoping for a break. Just a break. Quailthorn is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Shrewstorm wonders how Malokit is doing. Eve has the apprentices engaged in a very, very tall tale. Well, maybe the kits at this point. Rigatoni is watching over the kits, probably with Eve. Minnowdart is sparring with clanmates. Azalea Scratch is eating a piece of fresh dough in a corner of camp. Cypress Tail is telling the clan leader details about the recent patrol. Malokit is awfully close to getting a nip on the rump for misbehaving. And Firekit is asking how kits are born. Bunga, why would you be looking for Shrewstorm? Why would you be looking for Shrewstorm? Is it about Bunga? Is it about Firekit? Is it about Malokit? Is it about Rigatoni? Whoa, what did Cypress Paw do? Meanwhile, Brave Holly thinks Elderline is being ridiculous. Cypress Paw has been nothing but a good, loyal apprentice to MountainClan. She deserves her warrior name. I guess Rhyme Dabble is helping Brushsprout think up some omens. Meanwhile, Dropout Shadow thinks of advice to give to a medicine cat. These two younger warriors are going to practice hunting techniques. As Azalea Scratch and Cypress Tail run around MountainClan's territory, theoretically training, Cypress Tail feels wild and free and like they're going to burst with unexpected happiness. They turn and pounce on Azalea Scratch, starting a little fight with their mock prey. Okay then. Well, that is interesting. With Cypress Paw trained and Hornet Talon finally out of the medicine cat den, it is time for him and his mate to go on a patrol together. Hornet Talon stops Sleekstar and asks for their advice with something. Oh my gosh. Man, maybe Sleekstar isn't interested in Hornet Talon. Not anymore, anyway. Oh no. Please no. Okay, good. They're gonna report it to their leader. No panther fur today. No getting stuck in a two-leg trap and being gone for 60 minutes at school. Absolutely not! Nothing. You should do nothing with this information. It is not a good idea. Shrewstorm is known to lie about fishes. I should have, made her have a bad relationship with everybody and, given her, a bad trait, too. Because, gosh darn it, the game wants to do something with her. She got the one about the white-furred she-cat shining through. Fennel and Wasp will obscure the sun from view, and the fate of the clans depend on mate. Also, it starts with, as storm clouds gather. So, is the prophecy referring to her as a bad thing? Why would she talk about this one? Well, I guess Quailthorn has something to consider now. But is Shrewstorm actually innocent? Is that what the game's trying to tell me? I mean, I just added her in here. Even if the game can't really figure out that she's the same cat for SavannahClan, can it? So, yeah. But, I don't know. Are all these prophecies actually referring to someone else? Is Shrewstorm just a part of the plan? Is she just a pawn? Or is she a mastermind trying to throw the scent off herself? I hope you enjoyed this episode of MountainClan, which was basically me just raging the whole time because the game kept throwing curveballs at me. And I hope you enjoyed the story bit at the beginning, which was probably the best part. Let me know if you did down in the comments, so I know if you want more things like that in the future and what I could have done to improve it. And I will see you all next time.